What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. So I am back with another video compilation reaction. We're gonna get into it, but before we do, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you like the content.
Donations.
Make sure you share and like the video, comment down below, and don't forget to click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. And if you are interested in being a channel member, go ahead and click that channel membership and join the membership. It definitely helps the channel out, you guys. So without any other further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
I'm 31. I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries though, and I don't let people me over. I'm gonna say more than 3 times because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single.
Well, you know, I could give a few reasons why I think, but I don't think most women want to hear those. There's nothing wrong with being successful and making money and being able to take care of yourself, because as adults, that's what we have to do, women and men. But when it comes to being in a relationship with a man, a lot of the things that women, as her resume, are not the things that men are basically looking for. That could be why she's single. Everything that she listed is not things that men are looking for. She didn't, the things that could have been requirements for a man, she was not that good at it. And if you guys been listening to me for a while, you know it takes more than finances to make a relationship work. So it's not all about money. But when women get money and they're successful, they lead with their money and their accolades. Men are saying they want fit, feminine, cooperative, nice, natural women. They want women who don't have these attitudes, who not walking around saying, I want you, but I don't need you. They want everything to do with relationship and family. They want a woman who's going to be nurturing with their kids. They want somebody who's going to have their kids and build a relationship together. They're not necessarily looking for a woman who is so career driven and so focused on herself, because it's going to play out a certain way in the relationship. And once again, not saying that you can't be successful, but there's a certain mindset that comes with that. In order for women moving forward to attract marriage-minded men who want to build families, you have to present yourself as the type of woman that he wants. You have to focus more on what men are looking for in relationships in order for you to get one, for you to attract that type of man, and for you to get in that type of relationship that's going to have some longevity. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, the things that women think is a success is not a success to men for what they want. That's your success by yourself, but it's not a benefit to the family overall. Because once again, most women who make their own money and are successful, they still don't want to spend their money in a household. They still want a protector and a provider. They still want a man to come in and pay all the bills and be that leader of the household. So men aren't looking for women who are, you know, career driven. Not saying you can't have a career or can't have it, but they want you to have time to be able to build a family. And if you're running a career, you're not going to have time to have his babies. What if he want 3 or 4 or 5? He want 5 kids. You're not going to have time to do that because you're so focused on your career and you're trying to maintain that. And most women don't want to lose that because that's their leverage. So if you lose your leverage, you don't feel like you're worthy in a relationship, because now you feel like you have to solely depend on a man, which is what a lot of women say they want. So that's confusing, but that could be why she's still single. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's continue.
I know this is going to be a really hard listen, but people respect you differently depending on how you look. So I weighed 245 pounds and I've lost a little over 100 pounds. And my day-to-day is completely different from when I was 245 pounds. I wasn't seen as competition, so I wasn't like hated, if that makes sense. But now it's weird because when I walk in a room, I feel the energy completely shift, right? When I did weigh more, I was treated poorly by men, and now I'm treated poorly by women. It's weird.
It's mind-blowing to me how men are going out of their way to get a woman, like taking on dates, constantly showing up, being consistent, whatever the it need to be done. Like, men would do everything it takes to get a woman and don't even want her. My thing is, you go out your way to make a new enemy, and I don't get it, because the world already up the way it is. Like, I don't understand. And then people go so hard just to hurt you. Like, the only intention is to meet you and hurt you. Meet you and humble you. Meet you and teach you a lesson. Like, why do you got that in your mind? When you approach somebody like, oh, I'm finna do her in. Who decides, like, oh, I'm gonna wake up on the most peaceful day and go get a girl that I don't even want and then complain about the drama that come afterwards?
This is where your discernment's supposed to come in. This is where the women's intuition is supposed to come in. This is where you're supposed to take your time to weed out the guys who are just playing around versus the ones who are serious. Once again, the narrative is always pushed on the men that the men are the horrible ones, but these women don't have as much women intuition as they say they do. And a lot of times men will say whatever it is they think you want to hear to get into them draws. A lot of times they just want sex from you. They don't really want a committed relationship. But if women don't give in so quickly to the men, you would be able to detect that. You would be able to see this dude is trying to, he's just saying anything. Let's wait it out. Let's see. I'm not going to jump in too quickly with him. Let's pace this thing. Let's see what he's really about. Let's see how long he can pretend. But women are jumping in just as fast. They're thinking of these fairy tales too, thinking that this might be their Prince Charming and just jumping all in and thinking that this is the right thing without giving it time. So you got to take some accountability. Yes, there are dudes out here who pursue women they do not want because they only want sex. But if you easy enough to give it to him so easily, then, well, this is what happens. I'm not condoning that behavior. I think it's wrong. I don't think anybody should be doing that. But I thought women were smarter. These educated, smart women in 2024, y'all got to be a little bit more smarter. Y'all got to tap that female intuition and make sure and turn it on. Turn it on, because a lot of y'all, it's turned off. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Yeah, I just really don't get it. I don't be understanding, like, somebody gonna unalive y'all, like, about their feelings. We gonna read about y'all, and I'm gonna gladly read the book. I'm gonna open that up and be like, yeah, sound about right. Y'all need some type of consequence for the actions, or else y'all just gonna keep doing it. Y'all just gonna keep doing it.
Wow. A woman knows how that goes when it's a man, but when it's women, there's no accountability. That's interesting. Let's continue.
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like...
Okay. My suspicion, she's gonna say 175.
250.
250?
Like 650,000.
I was being...
Yes, wasn't 50-50. The dishes wasn't 50-50. The laundry wasn't 50-50. The cleaning wasn't 50-50. And that's an everyday job. I come home and they got food on the table, got clothes on the bed, got everywhere. Like, literally. And I'm a clean person. If you've been to my house, I'm organized and clean. So every day I'm exhausted. I'm coming home, I'm cleaning my house. And yes, I do that anyways. But when it's just you, it's just you. When you are cleaning up for a man and his children and other people, it is a whole full-time job and you don't get time for yourself. And that's why women get burnt out, period. And you're no longer having your relationship because you're coming home and a man is sitting on the couch because he's tired from work and you're making sure you're catering to him. And let me tell you guys all something. I have done that. And I'm not saying that I will never do it, but I'm letting you know that it feels very draining. And I'm not saying I won't do it, but when I'm going 50-50 on you,
I take pride in doing it.
So what?
I don't give a I think it's
So what?
Okay.
So what?
Cool.
So what? So what? So what?
I don't understand. Where is the value in that? Where is the value in that?
Well,
why am I going home and going 50-50 with you and doing all 50 and I'm doing
well,
all
why does one have anything
First
to
of
do
all,
with
I
the
think
other?
she has a valid point.
Wait. So she's mad. She don't like that life. But I mean, whether you're going 50-50 with a man, if you're single, aren't you still gonna have to come home to that house with the kids, you know, dirtying it up and clean? Aren't you still gonna have to cook, clean? Aren't you still gonna have to do that? Okay, you don't have to go to work outside the home, but you still have to do the work inside the home. So you're still gonna have to clean up behind children if there are children there. You're still gonna have to cook and maintain the household even more because now he's paying everything. So you still have to maintain the home. And if you have more than one child and it's you and your husband, then you still gonna have work to do every single day consistently. So is it the fact that you want a man to not go 50-50 and you do all of the work still, or what? Because the way she was ranting, I don't think she's gonna want to do any of that. I think she would prefer to hire somebody to clean, cook, and she could just sit back and have the soft girl life, because she sounds really pissed. She wouldn't want to do any of it if he was paying all of the bills. My thing is this: when your kids don't stay little forever, you know, you really have to clean up behind them when they're little toddlers and they're little, and on occasion as they get older. But for the most part, this is where you start delegating responsibilities to the children. What happened to that? What happened to having the kids have chores and clean up behind themselves? Because I mean, just from my kids, they were little, they couldn't do anything, so you have to do it all. But as they get older, they start cleaning. They know how to clean up behind themselves. They know how to wash the dishes. They know how to clean stuff. They know how to cook. It's not gonna continuously be all on you to do as your kids get older. They can clean up behind themselves while they're still in the household. And then also this, I mean, I don't know what type of man they have, but I mean, if you have a good man, I would say, y'all both working, y'all delegate responsibilities. This is a conversation that you're supposed to have with your partner. Hey, look, on this day, look, why don't you handle this, you handle that, yada, yada. And I'm going to do this. And then this day, I'll handle this or whatever. Or if you get home first, why don't you do this and I'll do that. It's a conversation. It shouldn't have to be all on one person to do it, both, especially even if both of y'all are not working. But if both of y'all are working outside the home, then both of y'all have to work inside the home as well. But I think a lot of times women leave stuff out. Would the man get up and help, or he's just coming home and sitting on the couch and not moving and expect you to just bring that meal and do everything and you never have any help from him? Or is he chipping in and helping? That sounds like a conversation that you have to have with your partner. Hey, I'm getting stressed out, I'm getting worn out. Can you help with this? And 9 times out of 10, the men would help. But these women don't like to put that part in it. They like to leave that out and make it seem as stressful as possible, like everything is all on them and he won't even lift a finger to do anything. Once again, for the people in the back, I'm not saying that there aren't men out there like that, but a lot of times when you look at the situation for real, a lot of the men are like, hey, I don't mind doing it. She ain't saying nothing. She just doing it. Or you want them to read your mind to know what you need. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a conversation. Hey, honey, babe, I need you to do this because, you know, I got too much on my plate today. Won't you handle this? And a lot of times men like, cool, no problem. But women always like to be the victims. Anyway, child, we got another woman ranting. Let's hear this.
Always mama's baby and daddy's maybe, because there's so many times when a black man will never come pick these kids up to say, let me give you a break. There's so many times black men don't say, let me pick up dinner so you don't have to cook tonight because I know you worked a 10-hour day just like I did, and you still got to come home and do homework, pick them up from school, do laundry, clean the house. It takes more than just me sucking your to make a relationship what it needs to be. That's just reality of the situation. There are black women who are exhausted. We're going to school, trying to better ourselves to get degrees so we can make more money to contribute to the household. We are taking care of the kids. We're taking care of them financially, helping out. We're taking care of them emotionally and spiritually, because now I got to pray over my house to make sure ain't going the right array in here. We're doing the same thing for you while sucking making your lunch, cleaning your clothes, making sure you have what you need. Let me finish. Then we're also making sure the house is tidy, so when your bald-headed ass mama comes over here, she ain't talking about how I'm not taking care of the household.
That must be her personal, situation, baby, because that's not every black woman, and I'm one black woman who didn't have to go through that. And I just think when people are venting, they really need to just speak personally. Talk about your situation. Because I'm a black woman and a proud black woman, and I'm not sitting here claiming that this is all black men. This is what I don't like when they do, is put it all on black men. And black women are the only ones tired. Like, I know white women who are tired too. And black men who are tired of these women with these types of attitudes. And a lot of times they be exaggerating these situations and making it seem like it's so horrible when it's really not. Once again, it's a conversation. And if you're with somebody who doesn't want to help you, or do you even ask for the help? Do you even ask, hey, can you do this? Can you do it? Because a lot of times they don't, because they want to cape around like they're Miss Independent in a relationship, that they got to do it all and he don't do nothing. But do you ever have that conversation or say, hey, babe, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Come pick the kids up on this day or whatever the situation is. A lot of times they wouldn't tell you that. See what I'm saying? Because they have to always be the victims. Oh, you just got to do all this because you want to do it, because you want to have something to complain about. Once again, speak to your experience, because every black woman doesn't go through that. You know what I'm saying? I have never been through that. If I needed something, my husband would provide it. If I ask him, could he do something, he'll do it. Even sometimes when I didn't have to ask, he'll just do it. So that's not every black woman situation. And if you're with somebody who is not supporting or doing anything to help, then why are you with them? So once again, accountability is lost. And once again, this is not all women that act this way. This is not all, as opposed to how they say black men in general, that this is how all black men are, and it's just not the case. So baby, this was interesting. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this compilation. Please chime in, hit that like button, share the video, all that good stuff. Leave your comments in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. So that is it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.